Hi, I'm Lawrence O'Shea and the editor of Connect On Demand. Today I'm joined by Heikki Karimaa.
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you, Lawrence.
Who's joining me from Criterion, and you do some psychometrics.
Yes.
You've come in from Helsinki today.
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, but I'm going back there today.
How did you end up working with Criterion, involving yourself in psychometrics?
Yeah, I've been quite a long time in the recruitment industry for, I'd say, 11 or 12 years. And I've been running a recruitment agency focused on young graduates in the Nordics, in Finland and Sweden, with a couple of friends of mine who started it. And it grew really nicely. And at some point we started using psychometrics there, and we liked some of the things there. But at the same time, we were really frustrated with some of the things relating to that topic. And the basic idea of psychometrics, being able to understand someone's personality, which is quite relevant in recruitment, was something that we liked a lot, and we kind of wanted to embrace that. We wanted to bring it and tie it really into our strategy and what we do, and we tried to do it with a number of providers out there, but we were for several reasons unable to accomplish it. And then at some point we came across Criterion, and then actually that led to us being now in Criterion and trying to build it to basically the best companion to a recruitment industry one could have.
If I were to say to you, what is psychometric testing?
Well, psychometrics, in a say, the word has it in a way that psycho, it means in a way it's kind of the what side of it. So you measure psyche there, and then metrics, meaning measuring, and you kind of compare your results to a large known group of well, your peers. So in a way that's measuring psyche in a very reliable and in a way scientific way.
So I think all of us, if we're being completely honest with ourselves, have probably at one time or another clicked on a link, either on Facebook or maybe a BuzzFeed link or something like that, where you fill in maybe 5 or 6 questions, and it tells you maybe what kind of pizza you are. Or
I'm a pepperoni. Yeah.
You're a pepperoni. Yeah. I mean, I'm ham and pineapple, right?
I can see the ham, but I can't figure the pineapple.
Oh, well, there's an exotic side to it.
All right.
But you know, people are more than happy to kind of embrace those kind of fun personality tests. And I suppose, I mean, would you say what you're doing is kind of, you know, trying to kind of looking at that, but also kind of adding a degree of science and adding that kind of professional relevance? Yeah.
Well, first of all, these kind of what kind of pizza type of questionnaires, they are a very crude form of type-based questionnaires. And you have a bit more serious type-based questionnaires out there, and basically in terms of personality, what type-based questionnaires are, it's based on the idea that there are certain types of people out there. It could be 16 types of people, and then they say that Lawrence is a bit like this type and Heikki is a bit like that type. They work really well in kind of people buy into them really easily, and it's good grounds for conversation. But when you have, for instance, our assessments and several others are built for the occupational setting, they measure your performance really accurately, and they are a rational model that has been really tested against kind of all possible measures out there, and they really predict your performance. So it's kind of, in a way, you have one could say that you have a continuum of assessments that way you can measure psychology or psyche or whatever. And in one end you have the star signs, or you have the pizza testing, and then you have some sort of type-based assessments, and in the other end you have really like occupational rational models that compare your results or my results to tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of other people that have filled out the questionnaire. So it's really, and it's been really proven scientifically that it has a high predictive validity, meaning that it actually predicts your performance as well.
If I was doing the pizza questionnaire, I'd have in my mind, I'd think, I want a beer pepperoni. So maybe if I'm answering the questions, I'll be thinking, I want to be a pepperoni. Can you beat it? Can you cheat it? Or will it find a way of getting past that maybe idealistic impression that everybody has in their mind of who they think they should be?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of one thing, that whether a test measures the thing that it's built to measure is one of the things that a good psychometric assessment must have. Some bits of personality might be better in some contexts, and that's kind of where that maybe comes from. At the same time, if I am really in a measurable personality trait, we call them scales, if I'm really on one end of that trait, it doesn't mean that I couldn't do something that required the other extreme.
So in a way, the ability of these tests to determine how the person taking the test is portraying themselves is actually in itself part of the test.
Yes.
What would you say the benefits of psychometric testing is for the recruitment industry, and taking from where it is now, how would you see it developing?
I think that there are really multiple benefits, and I think that in a way the recruitment industry is only at the moment starting to maybe see the potential in it. I would say that I mean, psychometrics have been around for quite some time, but they are still today used in the very, a fraction of their potential, I would say. They are most often used in the last phase of some, more higher value adding recruitments or kind of more demanding recruitments. People tend to think that it's something that all right, only one who benefits is the company using them. So you are being assessed, whereas I don't agree at all. I think it's something that the candidate really benefits out of them, because you really you get such great high quality feedback out of them, and actually the end customer benefit if they kind of get to use these reports, how you onboard someone better or something like that. And obviously the recruiter benefits because they understand what kind of a person this is, and how how the culture match between their client and this person will happen, and all that. Today they are used this much. I believe that during the next following years their use will increase, and you have some really good reasons for that, and not just for the company's sake. I think for instance psychometrics can help you tackle, for instance, bias in recruitment. You can do these tests without any knowledge of that person's name or gender or race or whatever. So in environments where that could be a problem, these could actually tackle that completely and make really the playing field level to everyone. Within 5 years, I would say that in the industry, all top companies use psychometrics in one way or another. And most likely they will be implemented into their processes one way or another. Whereas today it's kind of, most often it's kind of a thing that's kind of put on there. Just it's not really part of their core, part of their what they do. And I believe that psychometrics is now starting to penetrate in really the processes of recruitment agencies. It's quite hard if you have to pay X amount of pounds per each person that goes through that. It soon gets, quite expensive. Whereas we see it kind of, or we try to see it other way around, that basically what drives the income of recruiters, what drives their business basically is the placements that they make. Every time they place someone, then they get to invoice. So in a way, our idea our pricing model is based on the placements that people make.
Just one last thing. How can people find out more about what Criterion do and psychometric testing in general?
Well, to be fair towards everyone, I think if we start with psychometrics in general, BPS, British Psychological Society, offers a lot of insight into the subject, and if you're interested, you can definitely find out more. Where people can find us, we are based in Brighton. You'll just Google Criterion Partnership and you'll find it.
Thank you so much, Heikki, for coming down, and yeah, nice to speak to you.